Hey everybody, welcome back to another Triple Hound video, and today we're getting into the Horde Rush LTM in Fortnite, which was sort of released on Thursday, but then cut out for, was taken down for about a day before being brought back up again. These are the Horde Rush challenges. Hit the pause button if you want to take a look at them. Some of them are easy, you know, getting a number of headshots on guys and eliminating a certain number of guys and taking out a certain number of their obelisks and stuff like that. Some of them are super hard, like winning with a team score of over 50,000. Maybe that's not super hard, but it's difficult enough. And so here are all of the things that it's basically just XP. You do get a loading screen, and you do get this kind of interesting fiend wrap. That's pretty cool. I can say that's a worthwhile thing to get. So that's the Horde Rush challenge pack that you unlock with the game. And so we jumped into a game. We decided to dress up in the outfits that you see on the loading screen that you get there. We do have Doggo, but we didn't use Doggo. The two Sands of Time or Immortal Sands skins, along with the wild skin that you can see over on the left hand side there of the loading screen. So we figured we would try to make it thematic and jump into the game. This is going to be some highlights and lowlights of a couple of games stitched together here. So this is not all from one game, just so you're aware. These are just some gameplay clips of us running around blasting people, and there you can see it from everybody's angle, because inevitably when one of us dies, we get to look from somebody else's perspective. Now, the big question here is, do we love or do we hate this LTM? And the jury is kind of out on this. The first time I played it, when it first came out on Thursday morning, before they sort of temporarily vaulted it again for like 24 hours, I really thought I liked it. I thought it was a game that I would really get to like. But now that we've played it a couple of times, I'm not sure how I feel about it for the most part. The catch here is that the three of us were playing on probably the least advantageous setups you can find. I was on one mobile device. One of the other boys was on another one, the mobile device. No, I'm here, so all here. One of us is on the Switch. One of us is, and two of us are on mobile devices in all of these games. We kind of rotated who was on what, but we are on the road and we are traveling. So we wanted to give these games a try before we made it all the way home again. So we wanted to play while we're on the road. So we're playing from a hotel, and we have we weren't going to pack up our Xbox or a PC or a PS4. Oh, PS4 has had trouble lately, I guess. But we weren't going to play up one of our major consoles, pack up one of our sort of bigger consoles, or a PC to go on the road with. So we packed up the Switch, which the Switch is pretty light. You can plug it into the hotel TV, and we obviously have our mobile devices that we can play with as well. But playing on a hotel Wi-Fi on 3 devices on sort of an intensive, data-intensive game like Fortnite is a real strain for a hotel Wi-Fi, especially if you're not paying for some kind of extra premium and whatnot. So that was super glitchy. There were lots of cases in the game where we were doing something, and then we would sort of skip ahead in time by several seconds to a place where the guys were surrounding us or whatever, because we didn't realize that the game has moved on because we were lagging that badly. So all of those qualifiers in Ks, you can see us sort of stopping and things like that, and sort of standing there and looking strange. I mean, we're not necessarily great players to begin with, but we're not necessarily this bad either. So we had a lot of technological difficulties, but we wanted to still try the game out, and we wanted to try to put a video together even. So we're seeing the video as recorded through the screen of my mobile device. And you can see the Dragonoid PK, which is our Switch account, and the Triple Hound account, which is on a different mobile device, which is usually what we use on Xbox. So back to this question of like, do we love it or do we hate it? So it's more challenging than you might think it is. You know, I'm sure that there are a lot of players out there who have crushed this game already. There are much better players than us, but you would think that all you got to do is mow down zombies and it's not going to be too bad, right? I mean, that's sort of what I thought the first time I played it. I was like, I'll get used to this, it's going to be fine. But it's sort of deceptively difficult because the storm is moving around really fast. In some of the stages of it, there are several levels. When the ice fiends make your feet slippery with ice, you know, you'll slide into the storm really easily because the storm is a really narrow circle for a lot of the game. And the final boss, who you'll see here in a second, the big gold zombie fiend guy, that's the guy that you have to beat in order to win, you know, has got, what is it, something like 800 health. I mean, the guy has got a huge amount of health. You know, I barrel right into his face here with a drum gun, as you can see, and, you know, barely takes a tiny little bit of a dent off. A couple of things that we learned is that the stink bombs do a fair amount of damage. I mean, they don't do a ton of damage. They do little itsy-bitsy damage like they do in the regular game, but you can throw a stink bomb in the middle of a horde. They all bunch up, as they do in any other game mode that you've seen in it. And you can do a lot of damage to all of them all at once. Similarly, if you've got other explosive devices that you can sort of throw into the middle of them, you can knock out several of them at the same time. You can obviously rake them down with you know, an automatic weapon like this, or if you have balls, I'm kind of picking them off from behind with my teammates here. So I guess those are good sort of gameplay strategies. Finding high ground where they can't reach you. They can destroy your structures and stuff, so if they know how to get at you, they will. But as you can see here in this particular clip, I've been standing up here for most of this final round, taking shots at things, and nobody has really been able to knock me down from here, or take out the house that I'm standing in. Of course, the storm is an ever-present problem. It's always sort of shrinking and moving and shrinking and moving. So you're kind of forced into tight confines with these guys, and it makes it a very difficult game to play, especially once you get to the later stages of it. The other thing about this final boss level, as we'll see here in a second, there and ice is difficult. But the other thing about this boss level here is that circle closes so quickly that if you don't kill him, if you don't kill that final boss and all, you know, bajillion damage or whatever it is you have to do to him, while the ring is quite large, you're not going to get him, because the ring closes right down to a point where it's just not there anymore, and then you can't battle him, and they survive in the storm and you don't. Here's another clip from another game where Noah was trying, using the Switch account, he decided to make a sky bridge as another strategy. As you can see him up there as I, you know, kind of take it back and take a look at him from the ground. Here he is from his perspective, building that sky bridge. And, you know, that's another way to go. If you can build a sky bridge through the storm, if you have enough materials and you can do it, you can certainly stay alive. The first several stages of this thing are about staying alive for a certain period of time. It's not about killing a certain number of fiends. You do obviously get more points the more fiends you kill, and the more powerful fiends you kill, the more points you get. So you are trying to get a lot of points by engaging with the enemy, but hypothetically, you could win a game with very little points at all just by staying alive, you know, hiding from the fiends or whatever if you wanted to. Wouldn't be very fun if you did it that way. So the other thing is I'm not sure, I don't know if Noah or Pearson read up about it or not, but this game was taken down by Fortnite for, almost 24 or 26 hours or something. It was up for a little bit. I played like one game of it. We were at an airport, like I said, we're traveling, and the next time we logged in, the game was down, and it was down until, you know, the following morning, Friday morning. So it was, I have no idea what they were fixing, what they were changing about it, but they took it down for a full 24 hours to fix something about it. And they didn't, at this point anyways, put that time back on the challenge list. So it started off with 3 days and 3 or 4 days of, to accomplish the challenge for the timeline there. And then they took it down for a day, but didn't add a day back into the how much time you had to complete the challenges. So here we are using the sky bridge. I landed on the sky bridge when I respawned for the start of the final round. I had gotten killed because that's what I do, and it was really, really difficult to play this game on mobile. Like I said, on the slow internet, I was getting popped every 2 seconds. I was stopping behind something that I didn't realize I was stuck behind because my gameplay was 2 seconds behind what was going on in the real world. So anyways, yeah, the jury's kind of out on this. I'm not sure sort of where I stand on this game. I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I hate it. I think it's okay, I guess. It's sort of fun. I'll be interested to see how good we can be when we're on our home devices, when we're not on the road, on the slow internet with mobile devices, trying to play this thing, when we're on console or PC playing this thing. So that's, I guess, my quickie explanation for where we stand on it. It's a tough one. We don't win this one either, as you'll see here in a second when I get smoked by this giant fiend guy. And that'll be the end of it. But yeah, I guess let me know what you think of this game. If you like it or dislike it, regardless, why don't you like and subscribe to us and hit the notification bell. We post videos at least once a day, and sometimes more than that. See you later. Bye-bye.